Can you hear me
now I can hear you. Yeah. So he'll be walking in here in a second. I'm going to step out. His name's Chris. We'll get started here in a minute. Nice guy. Nice outfit today. I like it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go lay out in my backyard when I'm done with this.
Okay.
That's my goal.
Okay. This is Chris. Chris Parker as Kristy Lee Bella. He said he wanted to jump on today.
I'll just ask some simple questions. You got a drink?
No, I don't.
No. What if your mouth gets dry? What do you do?
I'll just go get a drink. I'm pretty able to make it work.
Yeah. So where are you at right now?
I'm in Utah right now.
Utah. All right. That's right. I got a good friend who lives out in Utah. Loves to ski.
For him.
Loves to bicycle.
Yeah. No, yeah. I want the beach all day long.
You where?
I would love to be at a beach all day long, but I'm stuck in Utah. So
if I had my choice, I'd be at the beach.
Me too. Costa Rica. That's where I want to go.
There's something about standing in the ocean that just is makes you feel so small, and insignificant, and I could just stand in the ocean water all day long, man.
Me too. Maybe not actually be in the ocean water, but laying on the beach next to the ocean water all day long. Yeah, it's the life for me.
Sitting in the sun drinking a beer would be good too. I'm
going to do that when I'm done with this. I'm going to go lay out in my backyard. Probably do a live TikTok.
Is it nice there?
Yeah, it's beautiful out today. It's like 80, so it's like perfect layout weather. And since I can't lay out on the beach, my backyard will have to do.
Yeah. You got a little kiddie pool out there, put your feet in?
No, I actually don't. I don't actually. I should probably do that. It'd probably be good for me. Yeah. But no, I don't.
Make your own little beach.
Yeah, I know. I should. Or I could just have someone buy me an island and then I don't have to worry about it. I'll just live on a beach.
Yeah, that's the best case scenario right there.
Yeah. Yes, it is. One day. Get me there.
Yeah. There's lots of people out there buying islands too, it seems like.
I know.
Seeing something on Google about so-and-so bought their private island. I'm like,
yeah.
Really?
What I need a private island, and then I get to say who comes on my island and who doesn't, and then I'm just gonna live like the perfect life.
I would never leave a private island. I would never.
Never. Forever.
That's how much I like the beach, man. I just stay right on the beach.
Yep, me too. All day long, all day, every day. Except I've figured out that my dog is not really a beach water dog, and that makes me sad because I need her to be.
What kind of dog
right? Is she? I have a little Shorkie. Look at her. Come here. Sir, say hi.
She's cute. Looks just like our dog.
Yeah, she's like 3 pounds. She's like such a spoiled little biatch. Are you spoiled? Huh. But I took her to the beach last year. It's to Destin, Florida, and put her on the beach, and she freaked out. She didn't like it. And I'm like, well, that sucks.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fix that.
I know. I'm gonna have to just throw her in there and get her used to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Just give her a sedative before you go to the beach.
Yeah. Give her little puppy pills.
Yeah. All right. She'll be chilling on the beach just like you.
One day it's gonna happen.
They actually, I didn't know it, but a few years ago we went on the beach when you guys were living in that apartment, right on Lake Michigan, right? Mm-hmm. Walked over to the beach there. Oh man, that was a nice beach.
Yeah, we were living in where were we? We were in Rogers Park, and Rogers Park had we had the beach right there. It was a rental, and walk right outside the place, and you got Lake Michigan north of Chicago, so you could look south at the skyline. It was really nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed that. It was a much nicer beach than I expected up at Lake Michigan, right there.
Nice.
So, this is basically now turning into the brother-in-law podcast. Let's just jump right in here. Welcome to the Kristy Lee Bella show. And this is a special show here. We've got my brother-in-law here, Mr. CP. What do we call him? CP. What's your you got an alias or no? I don't even know.
Parker.
Okay, we'll call him Parker. Is Peter Parker here in the flesh, and he wanted to jump on to Kristy Lee Bella's show, so we called Kristy Lee Bella. We called her execs. They approved it. Chris, just give a high level of who you are, what you like, and what you're going to be doing in the future, real quick here, and then we'll jump in to KLB, because everybody wants to hear what we have to say, not her in a bikini, just us, Cubs fans. Memorial Day weekend here, and Aaron Johns, our boss, says do the show on the set. We got one mic.
Yeah, I might just become a viewer myself. I don't know. First time I've ever done it. We're going to see how it goes. I got a few things to talk about. We're gonna turn this into a sports show.
Cool.
He asked me. He asked me if it was a sports
I got
show.
some college education, so hopefully I can, say something smart.
Well, one thing that I did think you guys would mess well on was the tattoos. So you're big into tattoos. You've got a number of tattoos, and one of the things that Kristy and I always lead off with is, she's having a tattoo update, right? Like she's been covering some tattoos on her legs and things like that. And I figured you guys maybe talk a little bit about tattoos, because I was always one of those guys who were like, I don't know if I could ever like something enough to put ink on my body forever. So, maybe start that. You have a number of tattoos.
Yeah, I don't know. I quit counting them after a while, but
okay.
I love getting them. You like getting tattoos, Kristy?
I do love getting tattoos.
Yeah. When's the last time you got one?
Probably in March, I would say.
March.
So I'm I just got to finish up my hip, and then once that's done, I'll get probably a couple more. I want to do one around my, I think, next. We'll see.
It's been a couple of years since I've had one, but I kind of go where they're expensive, so I don't try to, it's every couple of years I decide to spend the money on it. For some reason, tattoos just don't end up in the budget. I don't know why. It's kind of a ripoff. I think tattoos should be a part of everybody's budget.
I agree with you 100%. Tattoos are
like
therapy.
Let me ask you that then. I'll ask the question on that. When you get tattoos, Kristy, then what is it for you? Is it, some people are pain tolerant, some people are, after the first one, it's addicting, it's therapeutic. What is it for you? And then Chris, what is it for you?
All of the above, except I'm not too much of a fan of the pain anymore. It depends on where on my body I'm getting it. If I'm like doing my arms or like my calves or something, I'm good pain wise. But if I do like my back or like my hip, I'm not a fan of the pain. I don't like it. So I'll try to put numbing cream on, because the older you get, the worse the pain hurts. I don't know why, but it's true.
Yeah, I agree. And everybody always asks me, so what does it feel like to get a tattoo?
Yeah.
Right. And then you got to think, okay, how do I explain to somebody what it feels like to get a tattoo?
It feels like slicing your skin open.
Yeah. I tell them it's like taking a red hot butter knife and just rubbing it back and forth on your skin, and then getting it red hot again and rubbing it back and forth on your skin some more. It just starts to burn, and I like it. I like that pain. That pain is that's what you get for getting the tattoo. You get the pain along with it, and I got all my kids' footprints on my tattoo, and that was all my kids' footprints on my arm, and those tattoos were worth the pain. There ain't no doubt about that. And actually, a guy I work with, he does tattoos, and I told him, I was like, hey, I'm coming to you pretty soon. I got some old ones that need a little coloring up, how they can fade out over time.
Yeah.
And my first tattoo, I don't know if I got into a conversation with one of my daughters. I got a 7-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old daughter. I can't remember which one it was, about tattoos. She asked me about them all the time. Mm-hmm. And my first tattoo was a pair of lips on my butt.
Really?
Yeah. Pair of lips. I was 18. It was the summer of '89. I graduated from high school in summer of '89. me and a friend, we just partied our ass off, and we were down in Lake of the Ozarks, and we were like, well, hell, let's just get a tattoo, right? But we wanted to get we were chickens, we were chickens trying to do something badass.
Right.
And so I wanted to get a tattoo that hidden. I wanted to hide it so nobody could see it, that I didn't want to see it. So the butt, right? The butt cheek,
Right.
and I got this pair of lips. It was supposed to be a pair of lips, right? This cool pair of lips. Well, now they
Who what? It was just a pair of lips, like Super Kiss, like Delta Sonic. What was it?
Now it was looking at it before they put it on. It looked like just a pair of lips, kind of drooling, But now it looks like an old lady that had a stroke.
Okay, yeah, it's bad. Now it's bad. Now it's bad. Your ass is it's bad. It's bad. But that's the problem with tattoos, right? When you get them, do you get older, flabby, right? They move too, right?
Well, if the skin stretches, it'll change the way the tattoo looks. But the skin on my butt hasn't stretched, but the tattoo still looks like crap. I mean,
I see.
But it was kind of like one of those things we got to remember the summer, because the summer was coming to an end, and
Right.
let's get a tattoo to remember this summer. And so we both got a tattoo. My buddy got a Playboy bunny on his butt.
Okay.
And he about passed out. It was hilarious. He was Mr. Tough Guy. He was a tough one of the two of us, and he about passed out.
And that was just on the butt, you said. Kristy, first tattoo for you, was it a story, spring break? What was it? Right there. Okay, on the stomach. Well, what is that one? You want to walk us through that one?
It's just my kids' names. It just says Jeremy here and then Kaylee here.
Okay.
And this
Okay.
my very first tattoo ever. I was 30. I was like, I always wanted one. So I was like, yeah. But I didn't want to, I'm not one of those people, I'm just going to get anything put on my body. It's got to mean something to me. I got to have it. So I was like, I want to get my kids' names on me. And I researched it, and I was like, I want something from the ribs down. And that's what I did. And when I first went in, it was funny because the guy who tattooed me was covered, like his head, his feet, he was covered in tattoos.
Really?
And he's like, this is the first tattoo ever. I was like, yeah. He's like, you want to get ribs? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I want to show you something. And he lifted up his shirt, and he had this little black line. He's like, that's as far as I got on my ribs. I'm like, well, why the buds would you tell me that? Like, you're supposed to like encourage me to get a tattoo, not scare the shit out of me. But
yeah, because that's like the pain is bad, right?
That is supposed to be the most painful place on the ribs.
This one, I almost fell asleep. It wasn't bad, but then I had it like redone, touched up a year ago, and I almost stabbed my tattoo artist. I'm like, oh, you got to stop. Like, I need to put cream on it. Like, I don't know how the hell I did this when I was 30 years old and fell asleep. I don't know how that happened, because now I'm like, oh my God, it was bad. It was so bad. But that's my very first one. And I swore I'll get one or I'll be done. Now, like 18 tattoos later.
Very, very addicting, right? We talked about that.
Oh yeah, they're addicting. There ain't no doubt about it.
Before we go any deeper, we should probably get a tattoo sponsor at some point, or ink sponsorship or something. We lead every show with topics about your tattoo. So the leg updates on the leg cover, what's how are you doing with that?
Non-existent.
Okay, that's fine. I don't mean to call you out every week about if you're covering it up or not, but
I need to get on it. I need to stop being a little girl about it and just call them and get it done. But I'm just like,
so are you scared right now to finish this job?
No, I'm not scared at all. I'm like, I get bored very easily, and we've been working on this one for so long. I just want a different one and a new one somewhere else.
Okay.
And I know it's like, yeah, no, we're not doing anything until we finish your leg. So I have like 2 sessions left. So I just need to put on my big girl panties and just get the leg done, so then I can work on other stuff. I just haven't done it.
Okay. Because
easy.
Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't anticipate this thing being a segment, but it's great now. I don't have any tattoos. My mom has DJ Loves Jill on her back right up here, and I apparently love my sister. So it's actually, it says DJ Hart Jill. But anyways, she's like, I'm gonna get a tattoo. I'm gonna go all out. I don't know if she's gonna go all out, but she's like, I'm gonna get a tattoo. I'm like, okay, cool. I was like expecting like a fucking eagle or some shit. Not an eagle, but you know what I'm saying. And she came up with some fucking text on her back. I was like, that's it? I like fucking jumped in the pool. I was like, cool tattoo. Anyways, most people like get roses or something. What's with like old people in the rose? You ever like a lot of roses in like the cleavage area? You see that?
Oh, I don't know. It's weird. I would never tattoo like my chest, my face. That's like a no-go for me. But I just need to wait for my daughter because she wants to be a tattoo artist. She's given me a couple tattoos actually. I just need her to get good at it so that I don't have to pay for them anymore. I gave her life. I feel like it's a good trade-off. You get life.
Sorry, yeah, no, that makes sense.
All right. That sounds like a good trade-off to me.
I feel
You were saying,
Go ahead.
you don't want to get tattoos on your chest.
no.
And it's like,
You know.
I don't know whether to keep getting tattoos on different places or what, but if in my line of work, I would love to have a neck tattoo. Neck tattoos are, I think, cool. It's really cool. But in my line of work, I can't have a neck tattoo. They'd probably get rid of me. But
Why? What do you?
what do I do? I actually do anesthesia for a living.
Oh, nice.
I'm a nurse that does anesthesia.
That's awesome. Wait, and you can't have neck. I see nurses having tattoos all the time.
Yeah, the hospitals finally opened up and started allowing people to show their tattoos at work. They used to make you cover them up, but now they changed the rules, and there's so many people. And that's a cool thing about my job right now is when I go in to talk to somebody about putting them to sleep for surgery, they're just normal people, right? From the hills of Missouri. And when they see me come in with tattoos, automatically puts them at ease,
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, here's a normal guy. Here's a normal guy.
Right.
With tattoos. He's just like me,
Right.
Yeah. And I've seen 80-year-old people, 90-year-old people with tattoos. Everybody's got them. Everybody's got them.
Tattoos are the thing. They like self-expression. I think it's awesome. I love tattoos. I really do. I think when people have tattoos, I'm like, my kind of peeps.
Yeah. We're always showing each other tattoos at work and trying to figure out who's going to what artist, and it's like, oh, they did a good job with that. I'm gonna go check out that artist and maybe get some done by them, because I go to different artists. I get some done by an artist, and then I'll go to a different artist and let them put their spin on me. So I wanted to ask you, you're from New Jersey, Dave told me. No?
New York.
New York. Okay. All right, New York. But he said you're Italian. Is that true? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I live
Hungarian.
What's that?
I'm Italian, Czechoslovakian, and Hungarian.
Czechoslovakian and Hungarian.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So not Italian.
Not saying it off. Not saying it off. I don't think so. So you're not saying, oh, that's great. Completely fucked that up. What's funny is I'm Hungarian now. So that's interesting.
No. You're not listening. I am Italian. I'm Italian, Czechoslovakian, and Hungarian.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
No, I didn't hear the Italian part in there. But anyway, I lived in Italy for a couple of years when I was in the army.
You did? You're so lucky.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Why back to America?
Why'd you come back?
Why did I come back?
Yeah,
I know, right? Why did I come back? It was cool because I was 18 in the army, and I could go there and I could drink and I could have a good time. And I knew all my friends at home. Well, they were probably drinking and having a good time too. But Italy was pretty awesome. Food was good. I wasn't in. I drank a ton of beer there. I learned a lot about beers there, but I never got into the wine. Are you a wine drinker? No.
No, I'm not. The only wine I like is Moscato, and it's got to be the bubbly, like the champagne kind. I don't like anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like my cousin. She's into the Moscato. She wants the Moscato all the time. But if I would have been smart, I would have really tried to get into, like, if I knew what I knew now, what I knew then, or whatever, however it goes, I bet I missed out on some good wine, I bet, when I was in Italy. But I drank some damn good beer. I'll tell you that much, and a lot of it.
I'm sure. So what were you drinking? So was it like Peroni, or were you drinking a lot of lager, Italian lagers? What were you drinking?
It's called Marzen Lager.
Okay.
It's the
like
Oktoberfest recipe that and a lot of Weizen beer, which is like if you ever had a Boulevard wheat or a wheat beer that has the wheat at the bottom and it's all cloudy when you mix it up. That was probably the biggest. They had a dark wheat beer. They called it Dunkelweizen, and man, that stuff was awesome. And unfortunately, when you get it over here, it doesn't taste quite the same because they have to put preservatives in it, and it has to travel on a boat forever, and the temperatures change and all that stuff. So it's not quite as good as it was when I was in Europe, but I'll still drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing too is, like you mentioned the wine, like, dude, you had no opportunity to like really dive into the fucking fine wines of Italy. You know what I mean? Like some fucking dope ass shit. But whatever, we're not going there. We could go there. We'll do another show on that. Let's talk real quick. Kristy, any developments that you want to bring to the tables? I see you're putting out some suntan. What is that spray here? You're going out. Are you tanning today?
I am, and my son's taking it with him. He's going to his dad's house to do yard work, so he's taking my sunscreen. I'm like,
God bless him. Is that bronzer though? Tell him he doesn't need the bronzer one. Is that SPF?
No, it's not. It's sunscreen. I will put tanning oil on the rest of me, but my face.
Because I pictured you as like an SPF, minus 13. Is that possible? Okay.
I am on my body, but my face, I'm not 25 anymore, Dave. I have to make sure my face is protected from the sun.
You look good, and that's something I wanted to talk about was the procedure. How has the procedure, again, explain to everybody what you got done recently to your face before, I think, was it 3 weeks ago now?
Yeah, it was just, so I did Morpheus 8 to my face. So it's basically like microneedling with lasers. So microneedling is just a bunch of like needles, and they just poke a bunch of holes in your face to like rebuild the collagen. This has the laser effect built into it. So it zaps your face with laser. And I'm not gonna lie, I did it the one time. I didn't think it was worth the ridiculous amounts of money I spent on it. I really didn't see that big of a difference. So
have you done, was this the equivalent to Botox? I don't remember the variation here. What was it?
So no, it, like I said, it's the various of microneedling. It's just got the extra, the microneedling. It's just a laser put into the microneedling. It's supposed to like smooth out your skin and get rid of dark spots, and I just did not think it was really, I just rather stick with regular microneedling for the amount of money that I paid for the Morpheus 8. I don't think it was worth it.
I'm not going to lie though. When you first started talking about this Morpheus shit, I was like, Matrix, the name is just crazy to me. Morpheus, like, I was like, so is it Botox? You're like, no, it's Morpheus 8. So how did Morpheus 7, 6, 5, and 4 go? Are those terrible? Not for you, but in general. Real quick, fit check. I keep forgetting to do them. What do we got on today? What are you wearing? You want to rep anything or no?
Sure. I'll rep my doll swimwear. See?
Liking the doll swimwear. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Bikini, see?
Very nice. Sure.
That I'll just wear until
you were just what'd you say?
I said nothing special. Just
it looks nice. No, it's special. It's kind of funny is we were talking about NASCAR earlier, because you're gonna be doing a NASCAR show on the network at some point here. You're talking about NASCAR and just kind of go more into the physics behind it and deeper. We've had hundreds of conversations about NASCAR. And I've told you we should probably do a show on it, or you should, because there's so many different elements, track angle, and that people don't think about. That bikini looks like a checkered flag, right?
Yeah.
right? Am I?
And they should, you know what? They should change it.
They should do that for like breast cancer.
Pink and black.
Yeah, for awareness month, right?
Oh, look, and then
Yeah.
I'll come out.
What a great idea.
See,
To represent.
there's $1 million ideas every day. It's just what do you do?
Yeah.
We're not gonna do shit with this one.
How have they not come up with that yet? A pink flat.
So you're telling me of all the NASCAR races that you've watched on Mother's Day or Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you've never seen the pink flag? Never been a pink checker flag?
Never had.
That's crazy.
Flag.
Listen,
Yeah. Somebody
you
has
need-
dropped the ball on that.
I feel like the NFL does a really good job with that. I don't think the NBA does a great job with it, but it's all about money and partnership. So who the fuck knows? Maybe they don't, you can't do it or something. His pink.
All right. Now we need to come up like out my pink and black checkered bikini, and they can have the. I'll represent.
We might have something here.
You need.
We might have something.
Yeah, you need to get up in the stand and do the flag waving and start the race. Yeah, in exactly what you're wearing right now.
Contact Hashmark Media, Dave Evergreen, 773.
I mean, they do that all the time. They have guest starters all the time. You'd be perfect.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's talk Vegas. You were in Vegas recently. I want to know about the trip a little bit. What was great? What was bad? We saw some good TikToks. You went with one of your girls. How was it?
It was great. It was my first solo trip ever since, divorce and what happened, because 14 years, that's all we ever did. He would book all the trips. I'd go, I'd take pictures, make money. So it was my first solo trip. So I did a lot of crying, not gonna lie, in my room at night. Okay. But during the day, it was great. I mean, we just I went to the topless pool, the Maria at Mandalay Bay, which I've never partook in before, but I actually partook in being topless at a topless pool. And
can we talk about that real quick? Mandalay Bay has a pool that is topless only, right? Okay. And then you have to pay extra to go into this thing or no?
What?
You have to pay extra to go in there or no? How does that work?
Well, yeah, guys have to pay like $100. Girls got to pay 50 usually.
Now, are the guys topless? Because, guys with shirts is terrible.
Some guys have boobs.
Some guys do have boobs.
They do. But this pool, I've been to 2 topless pools in Vegas. I went to the one in Mirage years ago. And then I went to the Maria, and I liked the Maria. The vibe was just better. It wasn't just a bunch of little kids running, not little kids, but like 21-year-olds on acting like this. Like everybody was just chill. Everybody, there was good music, there was food. It wasn't like guys were just gawking at you. There's titties everywhere. So it was fine. So
now my brain's going. So how did the conversation happen? Oh, we got 10 minutes left, by the way. Hold on one second. Let me just change. Oh, I'm gonna leave it. How does like a conversation happen? Because I could see myself standing there being like, because I'm a fan of both, right? And I've been very adamant. I would just be like, like I like look at cleavage up and down. I'd be like, how can I not stare at your tits? Or you just become used to it? Or do guys like say, yeah, I want to feel them? Or is your surgeon better than mine? Kind of going back to the tattoo talk earlier. Or no? How does it work? Or does it just you just drink with your shirt off?
Just drink and lay out and go in the water if you want. And the only conversation, I did have a guy come up to me saying that he was a paramedic and he was looking at my boobs, but he was talking about my tattoos. Like, oh, if I see that tattoo again, because mine's a love, faith, hope, and love. But I guess that's the AG sign. So everybody assumes I'm a nurse. Oh. So that was like, oh, are you a nurse? And
actually, I did notice that tattoo up there on your collarbone. Yeah. Yep, on your collarbone. Yeah.
But that was really it. Nobody else. So I was with, my beautiful friend, Eve 30J. She's another model. She's gorgeous. And her hubby, they came. Go ahead. And we kept joking about it because her husband kept going, people must think like I'm a rock star. Like I have these 2 beautiful topless girls. Nobody wants to come talk to you. I'm like, it's all right. You're killing my vibe. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, or yeah, like they think you're a pro, right? This guy's got 2 pros with him, right? And that kind of can put a damper on things, right? At times for men, right?
Yeah. And, sometimes, I get asked that all the time. Like I'll get people asking me, how much would it be for you to come spend the night with you? I'm like, you guys need to get this straight. I'm not a prostitute. I'm not a hooker. I'm not just gonna go sleep with you. There's no amount on the planet that you can give me that I'm like, all right, yeah, let's have sex. It's never gonna happen, like ever.
What if what if a guy offered you Mars, the whole planet? Elon was like, one night. Okay.
Not worth it.
Listen, I'll fuck Elon for Mars. Would you? No, do I have to get fucked? Wait, hold on. Time out.
Elon Musk?
I know you're going to say no. I want you to say
no. Oh, no. No, I wouldn't fuck Elon Musk for Mars.
For Saturn, though? I'm kidding. Hey, we don't have a lot of time left. So I just wanted to make sure, KLB, was there anything that you wanted to talk about this week? Any updates from divorce updates? I know you got court coming up. I don't want to bring it up soon. Final thoughts.
Lay out in my backyard for the next 2 days.
So are you going to have do you take your top off? We've talked about your cool neighbor. Do you take your top off in the backyard or no? Because if your neighbor watches this show and it's not live, but yeah, he's got to have some good pics, or you just don't give a shit because they're all over the internet.
Yeah, I don't. Boobs are boobs.
That's the thing nowadays is women aren't afraid to show their boobs anymore. It's like I was at a bar once with a friend and there was these two girls there and they had boob jobs and all of a sudden they're busting out pictures of their boobs and showing me their boobs on their phone.
Well, it's a boob job. I mean, it's just like a tattoo, right? They are fucking proud of it.
Yeah, they are. They're like, check out my new boobs, you know? Yeah. It's like
I don't just show my boobs for free. For one, they're everywhere. It is what it is. Number two, I'll do pictures real quick in my backyard for my site, but I won't lay out topless because there's a lot of kids in my neighborhood and I would never do that.
Erotically classy, right?
Yeah, you're very classy, I can tell.
We got 10 minutes. Real quick, final thoughts, because this is going to end here in a minute. And then, so we just go around the horn. Final thoughts. Do you want to say anything about possible NASCAR show in the future before we wrap up the show here? Or not?
Well, you know,
do you have any questions?
I could talk about NASCAR forever, but it was a pleasure hanging out with Kristy. That's for sure. And I want to do it again.
Okay. Yeah.
This is fun. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, listen. I had a question. Could you think we could bring on your friend? Would she be interested to join the show remote? Because we're going to get you a mic too, do you think she would join the show, and we could maybe have you two do it and really do it the right way eventually? Or because I don't know do you want guys on this show? We'll talk about this one time. Okay, you don't care. Okay, cool. So maybe me, you, and you get a girlfriend get on a show. Go ahead. Final thoughts from everybody. You know, be safe. Memorial Day weekend, even though this is going to air post Memorial Day. Jam Soul Studios, KLB. Thank you, of course, for coming on. And KLB.com. We're working on it. There's a lot of shit going on there. So I am working on the rewording, and we'll go from there. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Well, everybody be safe. Have such a beautiful weekend. It was so nice to meet you. And yeah, let's work on getting me out there on NASCAR with pink and black checkered bikini and make it a flag. I think it's awesome.
I think that is an excellent idea. Yeah. And it was nice to meet you, Kristy.
Yeah.
Enjoy your afternoon in the sun.
Yeah.
And,
you guys.
And I can't wait till I see you again.
Yeah.
You take care.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.